Hello and welcome to another episode of Lost in a Home. This is a segment of my channel where I go through my Blu-rays, 4Ks, things I bought on the high street, things I bought online to show you, to give you an idea of the other films I like. Now the last time I'd done this was back in April because I ran out of time. I fell behind on loads of things, loads of videos I used to do back then, but I'm back on track now to get back on top of this. But the main reason I fell behind on this segment is funds. Now PG's here somewhere in this temple that I found myself in. I don't know where he is, but oh, here he is.
Hello, sir. I found the lost hall.
What are you doing? You're meant to be in a temple. You're ruining the illusion.
I thought it was pretty convincing, actually.
And where's the fez? I ordered it online. You meant to wear a fez.
Well, actually, I lost it.
You lost it. Can you see what I'm dealing with here? Oh, let's hand it here. Let's fix the green screen next time. Look, you're embarrassing me in front of everyone. Wear the fez because it looks really cool.
But I think I look silly, sir.
You don't look silly. Just give me the bag. Thank you, trusty sidekick PG. So let's see what I've got here. And by the way, before I start, if you're thinking, wow, like Joe's really gone to town, like he's actually sweating for real. Little tip for anyone who wants to start YouTube and do these kind of videos. Choose your outfits wisely because I chose most of mine in winter, forgetting about, you know, heat and that summer does eventually come around, even though we're coming out of summer. And when you have two giant lights shining on you, because yeah, let's just say I'm gonna lose about 18 pounds by the end of this video. Anyway, let's go straight into this. I'm just gonna put my hand in here. You know what? In fact, to stop things sounding crinkly, I'm just gonna put them down here. Put them down here. We're gonna look down. I've forgotten what I bought. Apart from three, I'm gonna put these down here. I'm just gonna go wild. Let's just go. Okay. So the first Blu-ray we found on our treasure hunt was Nice Guys. Oh god, the light's blinding. Nice Guys starring Russell Crowe and oh my god, Ryan Gosling. How can I forget his name? He's hilarious. I love Nice Guys. Such a funny film. I literally just heard good things about it when it first came out before my YouTube started. Started in December, like I'm acting like I've been on it for years. That film was so good. It's like a film noir. You got Russell Crowe, who's like a ex-private detective. You got Ryan Gosling, who's like the up-and-comer. It's a bit of a like mystery element, crime, bit of action, hilarious. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you do. I had to cut there for a second because I had to sneeze. So, so the next one is 28 Days Later. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, zombie film. Now I know there's tons. Sorry about the glare. Yeah, but oh my, look, I've just clocked where to put it. So, 28 Days Later is an amazing apocalypse movie. Would you call them zombies? No, but they kind of act like zombies. So we're gonna go to a zombie movie. I love this film. The best thing about this movie is the soundtrack, especially our last scene. It stars oh, you know what? Have I just gone blank at this time of day? This is what happens when you record videos after work. Your mind goes crazy. Cillian Murphy or Cillian Murphy. Always get it wrong. But great film. If you've never seen it, what is wrong with you? Dan from the Upside Down. I know you haven't seen this. Add it to your list. But essentially, guy wakes up in hospital, goes onto the streets of London. It's like desolate, there's no one around, and he gets confronted with these rabid people who are trying to kill him. And he has to try and find out why, what's going on, and let's just say the last scene on an army base with the music and the rain in the background is so good, but a great film. My god, look, see what I'm talking about. Choose your outfits carefully, people. The receipts. How much did I actually spend on all of these? I'll cry about it later. So here we go. A film I've never seen. Now, I know from Sean. Sean from Lost in the Real will probably disown me after I've told him this, but I have never seen Pan's Labyrinth. I've never seen it. I don't know why, because it's just a bit of me. I love these stylized, like almost like demented fairy tales. I've seen like the production sets, the costumes, everything about it. It's like something I should have watched again. One I haven't seen, Guillermo del Toro, I believe is how you pronounce the guy's name. I think there's an M in there somewhere, but never seen it. But like in the previous one, this is one I intend to watch very soon. Now this one, I need to tidy it up a little bit because it looks a bit messy. I saw it and I was like, I'm having it because Spartans! Oh, what a film. 300. What a great film. And my favourite Zack Snyder film. I just saw this. I was like, oh my god, £8 in this beautiful steelbook. Now, I'm not like a steelbook lover or anything, but I saw it and I was like, I've got to have it. It looks so good. In regards to that film, I went to Kavos that same year, which is a Greek island, I think. Anyway, great film in Greece. They showed it everywhere. Every bar you went to, that's all they were playing. In every bar, you sit down, the legal version, of course, but all you could hear is Spartans, ooh, ooh. That's all you could hear in every bar, and it was playing non-stop. Like the Greeks were so proud of it. I can understand why, because seeing the British, we kind of have a film like this. We kind of cool Spartan warriors. We got no one. We got like guys with muskets. That was the wrong hand action to get that across. But 300, great film. If you've not seen it, oh, what's wrong with you? Next, now, this is a film I've never seen, Blind Buy, but this one was recommended not so much from John from Manor Movies, but he done a video not a long time ago, and he brought this up, and it's called Sing Street. And I love like films that musicals have music in them or people singing in them, and he really like I think it was like a tag video or competition video. I think it was something like that. Oh my god, look at this sweat attack. And yeah, I just realized there's not a green screen behind me, and that's green. This is going to be fun to see how that looks later. But anyway, he recommended this, said it was really good. I've never seen it. He said the music's amazing in it, one of the best like soundtracks he's heard in a film. And I was like, that is a bit of me, sunshine. So I blind bought it, and again, I'll let you know what I thought when I get around to it. This one is my childish side, you may have guessed, and that is the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I watched them when I was a kid. A lot of little things influenced me. So South Park did, the Young Ones did, Bottom did, Monty Python, Muppets did, because I love their humour. It's so simple, so innocent, and so dumb, and it's amazing. I love it. I watched it. There was like the TV show they stupidly cancelled. That was hilarious. I used to crack up every episode watching that, and this is legitimately funny. If no one's seen it because it's a Muppets film, I'm not seeing that. You're missing out, because it's actually really hilarious, and the music's really good too. What else have I got here? Now this one, another blind buy recommended to me by my dude Paul Tans, and it was Revenge. Now, I'll be honest with you, I saw this on Shudder, so I watched it. So I bought it, I saw it on Shudder, and I was like, of course it's on Shudder. So it's actually a Shudder movie, which I didn't actually know. And I watched it, and it's pretty good. Essentially, it's about a woman who's seeing her lover. He's married, but she's like having an affair. They meet up, I forget the country they actually meet up in. Where is it? Does it say here? It's just a hunting trip. I don't know where it's set, but she goes to stay there, and these other dudes turn up, and what they take a fancy to her, and she's pretty promiscuous. She's a bit of a flirt, and unfortunately she gets raped by one of the guys there, and the other guy that is with them does nothing to stop, and they think she's gonna grass on him, so they try to kill her. And admittedly, your suspension of disbelief needs to be ramped up to 1,000, because she should have died there's a scene where she should have blatantly died, like most people would have died in this situation. It involves a tree. Paul, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But she ends up trying to escape him. They find out she's alive, and they got to try and chase her down, and she has to try and survive. It's pretty brutal. There's some pretty brutal scenes in there, and it's fun. It's a bit of a slow burn to get to that point where she needs to survive, but it is worth a watch. If I was to review this now as a Shudder film on my channel, I'm here right now talking to you. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5 geeky coins, because it's good. I was hoping it'd be better, I'll be honest with you. I thought it was going to be like much better than it has, but look at all the stars it has. So it is a decent film, but I would probably give it 3, and most of these give it 4, but one gives it 5. Empire gives it 4. Dear me. But yeah, it is decent. Definitely check it out. It's called Revenge. I don't think I actually told anyone what it was called at the very start of that. Yeah, the film's called Revenge. It's on Shudder. Definitely watch it because it's decent. Now, 2 more from the treasure haul me and PG went on. And this is a film that I bought because even though it's on Netflix, and you can watch it anytime you like, it's Limitless, but with a ventricular case, which you can't really see here, but it's pretty cool. Now, my girlfriend got me into this. I've never seen it before. It's pretty, like, it's a dumb fun film, but it's like Bradley Cooper. That guy is super charismatic, and anything he's in, he's just super engaging, super likable. Obviously, Robert De Niro's in it too. Plays a little character in it, but it's just fun. If you've never seen it, it's essentially about a guy. I've not seen it for such a long time. But from what I can remember, it's just about a guy who's, I think he's a writer or a musician or something like that. And he gets offered the chance to take this pill that will like open up his mind, like more than 10% that we use at one time. And he ends up getting all this extra potential. He learns more, he can read books more, he can absorb information faster, photographing memory. He basically just becomes like this superhuman, but without superpowers. And he's just able to get into this frame of mind where he can almost outthink people steps ahead of himself, like he's playing chess. And it is a pretty fun film. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this. I only saw it this year, but or last year, but it's a pretty decent film. So Limitless. This one I saw and I was like, oh my, I gotta have you. And that is dun 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 Flash. Flash Gordon. What a film. I saw this. You know what? This is why I hate things like Netflix and Amazon Prime and even Sky TV, and I know like in America like HBO Max and cable and blah 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 blah. But I liked the good old days. And you know why? Where you're a kid, you're downstairs, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, you're just flicking through the channels. What you got is 4 or 5. So what I had when I was growing up, 4 channels. And you don't know what anything is, but you see a film's on. And you put the film on, and that film for me was Flash Gordon. That's pretty much how I discovered all my films I like at that age and now, because you just put a film on, you can't skip the scenes, you can't forward it, you can't pause it, you have to wait for the adverts to go for a wee. If it's on BBC One, you're doomed because there's no adverts on that, so you have to hold it in. But that was back in a day where you had to sit down, absorb the story, absorb the film, and remember it. Whereas now you get kids and they just skip to their favourite scene, or they get bored, they walk away, and it's like, no, there's so much good material out there. And Flash Gordon is such a guilty pleasure. It is not perfect, but it's amazing. Who's the guy that Brian Blessed? Gordon's alive. He's amazing in that. The soundtrack by Queen is worth the admission alone. It's great. It's like it's such a cheesy film, but I love it. And if they remake it, I won't be bothered. But you need to make it cheesy. You can't make it super serious. You have to be super campy, because this film is amazing. Now, that's my general. Just adjust my hat. Those are my general ones, but these are my super duper exclusives, man, that I bought the other day. So one of them I'm gonna actually go through. So I'm gonna open it now for the first time, go through it, and tell you what's in there. Now you're probably wondering what that is, but my thumbnail told you what it was. So we're gonna go for that last. So the first one I got, again not opened. I kind of don't want to open it. It's the Goonies, which I got from Second Sight. Did I get it from Second Sight? Second Sight. I know what, I don't know if I got it from Second Sight or not. I think I did. I forgot which company I got it from. Second Sight, because the Second Sight Hour and all these other exclusive, but I'm pretty sure it's Second Sight. But Goonies, again, like the greatest, one of the greatest 80s films anyway of all time. You can't beat this film for feeling like you're on an adventure. It's perfect. I remember the soundtrack, that beginning scene where they break out the jail and they're going through the town, and you meet all the characters along the way, and it's just fun. The bands they have. Don't get me wrong, I watched it like last year, and there's scenes where the kids are just shouting and screaming their lines, and you're like, ah. But when you're, I can see you put like past that. You got the truffle shuffle, and you've got like, hey you guy. I'm basically just going to quote the Goonies for the next hour, so stick around. But I love this film. I watched it so many times as a kid. It's a joke, because this film is perfect for kids, and once any kid of any age, and once you've seen him, it's part of your childhood, part of your nostalgia. And with this one, like I don't want to buy it, but I don't know if you can see it, but it comes with okay, you can't see it, but I'll try and hold it at an angle. Damn you lights. Okay, there we go. You can probably see the key. Screw this. You can probably see the key on the right hand side or left hand side, depending where you're looking at it. It's there's the key. That one I just do this in the first place. I basically blinded you just by doing that. But you get a little key that they use to find the rock where they're trying to get to that hut. But I love the Goonies. It's such a good film. Like, I will eventually open this in about 20 years time. But yeah, it's perfect. 4K too. I forget now. I've got a 4K TV and player that I should buy more of those. But I seem to be buying Blu-rays and then finding out they're on 4K and crying because I wasted my money. But yeah, Goonies. If you haven't seen it, again, what is wrong with your life? What kind of upbringing did you have? Next one. My God, this weighs a ton. I didn't actually know how much it's weighed until now. I just put it down, but it's a very underrated horror film. Of course, they're going to be horror films. The next two films are horror films. Had to be the part of the two collection I had. But this one, it's Second Sight. So this one, okay, just in the bottom. Titans of Cult is Goonies. Titans of Cult. I just saw it at the bottom there. So this is Titans of Cult. And the next two are Second Sight. So that's my bad. But this one is called Babadook. Now, I love this film. I love films that are horrors, but they've got an underlying theme that actually is a representation of the horror you're watching. And if you've never seen Babadook, essentially it's about a woman and her son. Son's got like ADHD. Dad's not around. Dad's died, and it's just them two. The mum's suffering from depression because her son's a bit of a handful, always getting in trouble in school, always a bit of throwing a few tantrums, and this thing called the Babadook enters their life and it starts terrorizing both the mum and the dad and the son. And I'm not going to tell you much more than that. In fact, let me just read the synopsis. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So essentially, the boy starts saying to his mum, "Look, this is happening. There's a Babadook, and because he's such an attention seeker, she's like, shut up. And so it causes more of a rift between them because he's acting crazy, thinking this Babadook thing's real. She's had enough of him, suffering from depression, and the film ends on a really interesting note. Like, if anyone's never seen it, definitely see it. It's so underrated. Things like this, Oculus, films along those lines. I love films that have a bit of meat on the bone, not just your like slasher films and basic horror films, but I like horror films that have a bit more depth and more thinking to it. But this weighs an absolute ton. What the hell is in here? I'm always tempted to open it now, but how long is this video so far? 20 minutes. I do apologize, but yeah, so this is a really good horror film. Definitely check it out. I don't think it's streaming online. I'm not too sure. Maybe on Amazon Prime, because I've never seen it on Netflix. So maybe on Amazon Prime, I'm not too sure. But definitely a good film. But this thing weighs an absolute ton. I really want to open it now to show what's inside, but I had my time to do this when I first got it. So unfortunately, I'll put it down. Watch it another day. But buddying, the film I picked up the other day, which I believe some people got because I've seen on Instagram. And by the way, I'm really sorry if my coat is squeaking. That's one bad thing about leather coats, is they make this squeaky noise. But this one is one that came out from Second Sight the other day, and we're going through the contents right now together. And that is, again, is a Second Sight. Please don't be a douche. Is a Second Sight? Yeah, Second Sight films one more time, and that is Paranormal Activity. Now they released this the other day, special edition. Oh, running out of battery. 1 second. Back in the room. So Paranormal Activity, I saw it, had to have it. And what's hilarious is they kind of ask you to pre-order these a month or so before them. So I forget. And then I come home and I see like this big chunky box on the side. And I'm like, And they come up and I'm like, I know what this is. So when I took it out of the box, I knew what it was. Same with Babadook, but that weighed a ton. I thought I had like a N64 in it or something. That's how much that weighed. And even then, Nintendo 64s didn't weigh this much. Knock someone out jumping through the window. Burglars beware. But this is you know what? I'm gonna have to probably give me 1 second. I need to get my knife. Screw the knife. I use my fingernails. Here we go. So, Paranormal Activity. See you later, paper. But I love this film. I went to see it with a chef I used to work with called Marius. We went to see it in the cinema one day, and I think I've never almost like headbutted and punched people more in my life because of the knee-jerk reactions of being really scared of this film. Like, it was just not the first found footage film, but it's been copied to death since. Because there's some really good found footage films, like the obvious one, Blair Witch, Wreck is a really good one. It's Spanish found footage film. VHS is really good too, and that's coming out on Shudder anyone soon, so I'm definitely going to review that. But Paranormal Activity was excellent. The first three, I love the first three. The first three is a really good trilogy, and then they screw it up after that. Like, if you like them, let's watch 1, 2, and 3. Nice complete trilogy. After that, forget they exist. Especially the last one, it's awful. And I think they're bringing out a new, is it a TV series or a new film? I forget which one it is, but they're bringing out a new Paranormal Activity. But the premise is simple. A couple move into this house, and as nights go by, crazy stuff starts to happen. They put cameras all around their home, and as each night and each day goes by, you see little things, and it starts off as simple as a maybe a gust of wind on the curtain or the door opening, and things get more ominous, things get more violent, and it culminates in the craziest ending that made me almost soil myself in the cinema of all time. But let's see what we got in here though. So it's great. If you've never seen it, definitely see it, because it's a great film. I love watching it with people who've never seen it for the first time. So my girlfriend's never seen it, and I can't wait. So let's see what we got in here. So first of all, we have some we have a little what is it with these new little books that you get in these things? It smells like paint. You know when you go into a new home it's been painted? Don't judge me. So you got a little book in here, and it's basically the contents are interviews with the cast and crew, or it tells you about the cast and crew. Yeah, a little bit about it. What happened to the little handheld. So basically it's based like a little documentary inside a book. Close to home. Yeah, it's 56 pages. It's not like flimsy or anything. It's just a book all about the film, how it was made, how the casting, like where they got the inspirations from. By the looks of it, I'll definitely give this a read because it looks pretty interesting. But yeah, it's yeah, decent. That's really good. But I love the smell. I'm gonna do it one more time. So strange. I was actually getting what's really bad. I do this at Christmas when I get a book. So I open a present, it's a book or like an encyclopedia about DC comics or whatever, Doctor Who and stuff, or horror. And then I'll be like reading it, and everyone will be like, do you wanna open your next present? I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna read this now because that'd be so lame. Can you imagine? You're like, Joe, when are you gonna wrap this video up? Because you've been reading for 10 years. And what else have I got here? You got some sort of postcards which I'll send off to my family when I go on holiday. Okay, just get these out. Come on, sunshine. My God. Come on. My goodness me, I'm live on TV. Okay. So how's your day been? The weather's nice, isn't it? Oh, screw this. So, what we got here? So we got a number of postcards that are all like stills. So you got things like, say, night 1. And then it's got like a picture of the girl, if you've seen the film. If you've seen the film, you know that face. Nightmare inducing. Again, nightmare inducing, and always worries me that I'm going to wake up and find my girlfriend doing that to me. And the front cover of the box, which is just them in bed cuddling up with the guy crapping himself, as would I. And another picture of the girl. Sorry about the lights reflecting of this. I didn't take that into account, but I'll learn next time. And we've got that, and then inside the piece de la resistance, the actual 4K movie itself. So inside, anything crazy? No, nothing really. No like inside art, which is a bit disappointing because I like my cool pictures on the inside, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Just your film, you can spin around, and that's really it, guys. So with that, you get, like I said, the booklet about the making of the film, and you get those cool little postcards that you can send off to people when you're on holiday, which is very, very cool. But I'm pretty much going to end it there. These videos will come back once a month because, like I said, fundage is not fun at all. So thank you for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've seen any of these films. The ones I mentioned that I haven't seen, are they good? Are they worth watching? Or are they just absolute flops? Not wasting my money. The ones that I have watched, what did you think? They're pretty good. And did you pick up the Paranormal Activity, Babadook? My God, I'm All surprised how much that weighs. Or Goonies DVD, Blu-rays, 4Ks. Well, however you picked them up. What did you think of them? Were you impressed? Was the quality good? Because I haven't watched them yet. So let me know in the comments below because I genuinely am interested. But until next time, stay out of trouble.